Hotep, I am the Amen Osiris, the one and only undisputed God of law. We are Deception Stoppers, America's only 4D education service. I am not a lawyer. This is not a law firm. We do not advocate that you don't support your human offspring. We simply advocate that you made them in private, take care of them in private. Hotep, everybody. I know it's been a minute. I've had some things I had to deal with. I've been gone for a little while back and forth. And so if you have not gotten a phone consultation, just bang the email. I am back now. We are full-fledged and we're ready to go. Okay, so I do apologize if I missed anybody. Just hit me up. All right, but that being said, let's get down to business. Okay, and I'm here to teach you today that child support does not exist. There is no such thing as the word child support. Okay, all right. If you need help, if you need a consultation, bang my email at 4D_destroyer@yahoo.com. All right, we can set up a consultation for you. Let us know what the problem is, and we'll show you how to apply the solution. Okay, I'm going to read you some definitions, and these definitions. And before I do that, I'm going to go to the glossary of common child support terms. Now, gentlemen, all right, if you know anything about governmental documents, okay, the government, especially federal government, they are subject to the Plain Writing Act. All right, they can be held accountable for anything that they write. All right. The Glossary of Common Child Support Terms is published by the United States Department of Health and Human Services, Administration for Children and Families, Office of Child Support Enforcement, 3 different offices, okay? But that's who runs child support. All right, child support is not a state agency. It is ran by the federal government. So let's continue here. All right, we're going to look at the preface, okay? And you're going to understand why it is I'm reading this to you when I'm done teaching you what I'm going to teach you. The purpose of the Glossary of Common Child Support Terms is to provide a listing of acronyms and definition of terms used by child support workers, okay? All right. The glossary is a valuable reference tool to those who are new to child support. So before I go there, all right, so this is a listing of definitions of definition of terms used by the 4D crime family. Very important sentence right there. It will serve to break down the barriers of what? Communication with other crime family workers. Communication among caseworkers, state to state, and nationwide is a major key to processing cases and collecting child support payments successfully. In addition, the glossary is helpful to both custodial and non-custodial parents in communicating with the caseworker and to the public at large who desire to understand child support better. Gentlemen, this is one of the keys to your success, okay? If you read the Plain Writing Act of 2010, all right, the government, any federal agency, in their communication must be clear, right, and understandable and able to use by the public. And they're telling you that here. So with that being said, we're going to look at some words, okay? And these words came from this glossary. All right, so again, child support does not exist. You're going to learn that here today, and I suggest you use it. If you need help with it, bang my email. All right, according to the federal government definition, child support, you notice that word is stricken out, okay? Financial support paid by parents to help support a child or children of whom they do not have custody. All right, child support can be entered into voluntarily. All right, we're going to get back to that in a minute. Let me bold that out, okay? Or ordered by a court, okay? You're right. Or a properly empowered administrative agency, depending on the state or tribal laws. Child support can involve different types of cases. No, it does not. Well, it does, but it's not detrimental for you to know that. All right, child support order, the document that sets an amount of money that is to be provided by a parent for the support of the parent's children and or the responsibility to provide health insurance or medical support for the children. This amount or responsibility, oh, big word, must be established by court order or administrative process. Voluntary agreement, there's that word again. Okay. All right, and you're going to learn 2 things here today. All right, voluntary agreement, which is a contract. Okay, in states or tribes where such contract are filed in the court or agency of the administrative process as an order and are legally enforceable or other legal process. It may include a judgment for child support arrears. All right, fine and dandy. This is their definition of child support. And this is their definition of a child support order. All right, and I'm going to let you know right now, this is all bull crap. Okay, and here's your proof. Okay, let's look at Blessings versus Freestone. The requirement that a state operate its child support program. Number one, all right, this is a false statement. All right, the child support program does not belong to the state. All right, so it should say the requirement that a state operate the child support program in substantial compliance with 4D was not intended to benefit individual children and custodial parents, which means these definitions are a lie. Okay, this is bull right here. That's not what it was for. Okay, let's continue. And therefore, it does not constitute a federal right. Okay, so case in point, in New Jersey, they'll give you a notice, right, stating this is the enforcement of litigants' rights. All right, no 4D customer, all right, receiving 4D services has a right to these services. All right, look, it does not constitute a federal right. Okay, if you look on California's child support application and you look on New Jersey's child support website, they both clearly state that you have a right to receive these services. No, you do not. That is false advertisement. All right. The standard is simply a yardstick for the secretary. Secretary of who? It doesn't say the state. It says the secretary. Okay. Secretary of what? Department of Health and Human Services, United States, a foreign corporation in respect to the state, to measure the system-wide performance, contractual, of a state's 4D program. Thus, the secretary must look at the aggregate services provided by the state, not to whether the needs of any particular person have been satisfied. Again, all right, this is all garbage. It does not exist. If the federal government is telling you this is what child support is, and the United States Supreme Court is telling you that there's no such thing as child support, all right, it was never intended to benefit children, all right, guess what? We're going to read on. Hey, then it's bull. Now, if I can, all right, let's see here. Sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties over here. Come on, you. Come on. All right, there we go. All right. There we go. Sorry about that. So, okay. It was Title 4D was not intended to benefit children or custodial parents, which is usually baby mama. All right. There is no right to receive child support services. All right. And there is no entitlement to the service. All right. Title 4D is a service, gentlemen. That's all it is. It's not a right, it's a service. Wehunt versus Ledbetter. Title 4D does not create enforceable rights on behalf of needy families and children because they were not the intended beneficiaries of the statute. All right. Again, all right. Title 4D does not create enforceable rights or for anybody. There's no right to it. No child or its mother or its father, for that matter, has a right to receive child support. All right. Because they're not the intended beneficiaries of the statute. While AFD, this is welfare, program itself was intended to benefit needy families and children, Title 4D intended to benefit the public treasury. Okay? It shouldn't be child support, it should be public treasury support. The court in Golden State suggested in dictum that a statute does not create enforceable rights. Benefit to the plaintiff is merely incidental. Okay? All right. So what they're doing is they're using your ex and your offspring, your seed, all right, the fruit of your loins, all right, they're using them as pawns to rob you blind. When knowing daggone well that their child support does not exist. Okay? Let's read another one. Now, let's have some fun. Okay? Wehunt versus Ledbetter, right? Although state participation in the Social Security Act itself is mandatory, participation by a state in the 4D program is voluntary. Whoa. All right, so if participation in the 4D program by a state is voluntary, that means when they go to garnish your wages, okay, and your corporation, the corporation that you work for, it does not voluntarily participate in the 4D program, they are not legally obligated to garnish your wages. I'm the ominous gentleman. You just learned that There's no such thing as child support. Take it out of your vernacular. Take it out of your usage. It does not exist. All right. This is a contract that they receive. All right. And you should be knowing these things, but if not, the email, we need a consultation. All right. We'll get consultation. All right. We'll be holding some webinars soon. I just wanted to make this bust out video. All right. Give you something that you can use today. All right. And gentlemen, by all means, please do not take my word for it. Here's the information. All right. Here's the case laws. Look them up. All right. And confirm it yourself. All right. Get yourself Black's Laws Dictionary and tear down these words. Okay. Remember, red means stop, green means go. All right. So you shouldn't be accepting or receiving any mail from these people anymore. Okay. And if you want to learn how to stop getting mail from these people, email, and we'll show you how it's done. Hotep, folks, I'm Yamin Osiris. Appreciate the love and support. Appreciate you coming by and learning here today. And guess what? See you real soon. Peace.